name is Audrey Allison, and this is your July 2014 forecast for the month. I'm very happy to be here. Thanks for tuning in again, and for subbing and for booking with me. It's much appreciated. So let's get into it. Mercury's direct, effective July 1st, 24 degrees Gemini. This is your 7th house, Gemini being your polar opposite sign. You have communication, the intellect, the mind, everything intact now for the relationship sector. You could be communicating better for those of you in relationships. You're not so tongue-tied or forgetful. And for those of you who are desiring relationships, this could bring in a very nice aspect for online dating, because Mercury is technologies and computers and the internet even though that is some Uranian qualities to it, but Mercury going direct could bring in love and even business partnerships, contracts, signings, talks and negotiations could happen right out the gate in July. We have our full moon on July 12th at 20 degrees Capricorn, Capricorn being your 2nd house of finance and money. You know, full moons bring things to a head and an ending and a culmination, but there's an awareness to a full moon. You could be seeing things clearly in the money house. Maybe you're realizing you have more or less money than you thought, or there's something that you become aware of fiscally that can be important to you mid-month or around the 12th. Keep that in mind. You could be brought information regarding your finances or a positive way to actually save them. On the 13th, Mercury quickly transits into Cancer, and this is in your 8th house of shared resources. So the 2nd and the 8th house are hit where all your money is and the astrological wheel, which is good. Mercury's bringing in the right contacts for shared resources. This could also light up properties, taxes, inheritances, and maybe the 8th house of sex, transition, change, death. You could learn or read about someone's passing, maybe an obituary, or there could be talks of someone's leaving an inheritance or a will. Keep your ears open around mid-month for that, for the 8th house, but could also just mean shared resources. It doesn't have to all mean every facet of the 8th house. It could be one or the other, or both. On the 16th, this transit everybody's been hyped up about. I am too. Jupiter transits his annual transit out of Cancer on the 16th of July into Leo, and he'll remain there until August 11th of 2015. Now Leo, for you Sagittarius, is your 9th house. This is the house that you rule on the astrological wheel. Sagittarian is the 9th house of higher education, adventure, philosophy, religion. You love this. And this is amazing because the 9th house is hit up for you a lot in July and will continue to be for a year, for 13 months, as far as Jupiter is concerned. Okay, so I will pull a card regarding the Jupiter transit because it's kind of the highlight astrologically, and I'd like to see what the cards say regarding that for you. Ooh, a couple popped out. Let's see what they are. They're still popping out. It's like popcorn. Okay, Lady of Swords, the Lady of Coins, the Lady of Vessels. Wow, that's crazy. If this is the Lady of, okay, no. And the 5 of Coins. Okay, so this is very rare. Let's see what's up. Poetry, music, expression, writing, beauty, sensuality, trust, and following the intuition. All of those aspects of these 3 ladies of air, earth, and water. I thought the Lady of Fire was going to come up, Lady of Staffs. That would have been a trip. But all of this means you need to be aware of the 8th house of resources and 2nd house. Where are you saving your money? Use your intuition. Use your skills to get residual payments. Use the mind to save and to know what avenue is best to put your money. This is someone who wants a little bit more, who wants to save. And you might have felt like financially things have been missing, but they'll be replenished for you. You have a ton of support for your financial sectors. Okay, Sag? So keep that in mind. And Jupiter's going to help you. Also, if you wanted to go to school, this is the year to do it. With Jupiter in the sector of higher education and following Jupiter, we're going to have the Sun on the 22nd of July and the new moon on the 26th at 3 degrees Leo, all affecting this 9th house. And at the very end of the month on the 31st, Mercury is transiting into Leo in the 9th house. So, and it's going to be very rare, okay? You will not have Jupiter along with the Sun and the Moon supporting this 8th house at the same time for another 12 years because of Jupiter's transits. So take advantage of it, and it's a fabulous year for long-distance travel. I'm super jealous because that's one of my favorite things to do. So you are going abroad. You're going far if you want to because the support is there. You could also find that you're magically being able to afford to do so as well. This could be someone reaching out to you from afar or abroad to want to help you. Come stay with me. You know, people connect in the strangest ways, but it's always for a reason. And from my experience, it always just makes sense planetarily. So keep your ears open and answer your calls because you could get an invite from afar and just a very just random and magical experience will and should occur for you, Sag. Because, you know, Leo being another fire sign like you, these are all such comfortable placements and transits for you. On the 18th, Venus goes into Cancer in this 8th house again, beautifying the relationships with either shared people you share resources with, or actually contributing to more money because Venus rules the love and the money, okay? Rules Taurus, and Taurus is all about the sensuality and grounding and stability and getting those resources. So you have real strong protection there with Venus entering Cancer. On the 20th, Saturn goes direct at 16 degrees Scorpio in your 12th house. Now, Saturn has been in this 12th house for quite some time and will stay there until the 23rd of December. And this has been helping you go inward. The 12th house is a very quiet spiritual house. And you've been learning a lot about yourself, Sag. I think that you have a lot to offer people regarding lessons that you've learned because Saturn wants us to learn lessons and restricts us and restructures our patterns and our patterns, basically. And you've been digging deep internally, and this could have been very spiritual, inner reflective time for you. But he'll be going direct, which will feel more comfortable, and well, it'll feel more comfortable when he's completely out of this 12th house. But then he'll be in your 1st house in December. So then we'll get to that. And he'll just restructure your path at your Saturn return at the end of December. So that'll be a whole other horoscope. On the 21st, Uranus retrogrades at 16 degrees Aries where he's been stationed. And Uranus brings on a lot of shock and surprise when he's direct. But retrograde in your 5th house of children and creativity, this could bring less surprise. Those of you might have had shocking babies or unexpected pregnancies when Mercury was direct, but now that Uranus, not Mercury. When Uranus was direct, but now that he's retrograde, your pregnancies will be planned if they're happening. But not just regarding children. That's one facet of it. It could be your creative endeavors. You could have had a roller coaster ride for you artists out there and people who are entertainers or following a creative path. There could have been a lot of upheavals, ups and downs, highs and lows with shocking Uranus, you know, in this 5th house. But now that he's retrograde, things might actually run a little smoother for a while. So take advantage of that. It's a good time for you to get out your creative works. You won't be so surprised and full of electricity when he's direct. You might have support there. On the 22nd, Leo it's all about that sign with the sun transiting into Leo, the fire sign, which I mentioned lighting up the 9th house. And on the 25th, Mars enters Scorpio in this 12th house. Okay, so you're going to have energy, drive, passion, ambition to really dig deep, quiet time, inner reflection, spirituality, psychic ability. You know, you could have a lot of premonitions from the 25th of July on for about 6 weeks. Yeah, I was just thinking, wait, Mars has been stationed in Libra for such a long time, for 7 months, but he transits normally every 6 weeks. So for about 6 weeks, you'll be able to really have a psychic ability or a hidden deep awareness. Your dreams and premonitions could be very active at that time. Could also have energy in the creative field as well, because the 12th house is usually governed by Pisces, and that is a very creative sign, musical sign. On the 26th, this new moon, 3 degrees Leo in the 9th house. A lot of you will be traveling now with the support of Mercury direct, and your 9th house of faraway places lit up so much. Mercury going into Leo on the 31st in the 9th house. It's like you're going to be talking to foreign people, maybe even speaking a foreign language. Yes, learning foreign languages is important because the 9th house is foreign lands, and Mercury is language and speech and communication, so you have support there. Let me pull some cards for you. I'm going to shuffle and just get a feeling. I want to focus on the Jupiter transit, okay, into Leo, and see how that directly affects you, Sag. Oh, I did this. Let me pick some cards anyway. I lose my mind when I do these forecasts because I'm here, but I'm not. It's like I'm getting information funneled into my head. I'm going to end with a few cards. The Knight of Swords. Cut out what you no longer need. You know, the 8th house could also be vice and addiction. What no longer suits you. If you're smoking cigarettes in 2014, you know what? No judgment. I definitely used to be a smoker. But you know what? It might be time to let it go. To really think about how it's affecting you. You could cut off a vice. You'd have success in releasing addictions with the 8th house. I didn't think of that earlier because there's so many facets to each house. Okay, but one of the really positive aspects would be Venus going into Cancer would help you shed or beautify yourself and let go of some addictions. Also, with lessons learned with Saturn direct now in the 12th house, you might actually get dreams of wanting to give something up or quit something. And the Knight of Swords validates letting something go. And honestly, it didn't feel like a person. It felt like a vice when I pulled it. And I'll leave you with the Ace of Wands, which is your direct passion, your value, your path, your creative endeavor too. If you're an artist, it's an unbelievable card to initiate. The Ace of Wands, fire, initiates Mars, action, energy. Mars enters Scorpio. It initiates your new beginnings, your creative endeavors, new starts to things you're passionate about. So whatever that is, you better dig in because it's a really good month to implement new sources of creativity. Thanks so much for tuning in, Sag. My name is Audrey Alison, and I'm at audreyallison.com if you'd like to book a reading with me. Have a beautiful month of July, and I will see you in August. Bye.